welcome into this pick a card reading. I'm so glad you found my channel. We're doing a reading on what Christmas gifts is Spirit bringing for you. What is about to come in for you in this holiday season. I'm very excited to see what comes out for everybody. Christmas is my very favorite time of year. I love to celebrate. I love being with family and friends. I love giving gifts. Getting them is nice, but it's so much fun giving them, and I'm excited to give you the gift of this reading. So tap in, choose your option, and we will get into your reading. At the end of each reading, I am going to do a channeled song lyric from your person, so make sure and stay till the end of your option. So let's look at the options. The first one is Labradorite. Isn't that gorgeous? It's got this amazing flash when you look at it in the right direction. So this could be a perspective option. You just need maybe a new perspective on things if you choose the Labradorite, or your person does. The second one is Green Kyanite. This has all kinds of beautiful flash, this palm stone. Love that. The next is the Red Jasper Heart. I absolutely love red, of course, and I love Red Jasper. Number 4 is this gorgeous raw amethyst cluster. Isn't that pretty? Number 5 is this beautiful tiger eye palm stone. And last but definitely not least is the Peacock Ore. I love this stone. So I grabbed out really all my very favorites just for you guys. So tap in. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. And we'll go ahead and get into the first option. Please make sure and hit the like for me. I genuinely appreciate that energy exchange, that gift at this Christmas time. So take care, and I'll see you in your option. Okay, option 1, Labradorite. Here we are, and here is your stone. I'm going to make sure you see the flash in that. Gorgeous. I'm going to set that aside. All right, I can't see it though. I'm obsessive that you can see it on camera at least a little bit. Okay, so we're looking at what gifts are coming in for you this Christmas. And I don't mean the flat screen TV or jewelry. What I'm talking about is, what are the beautiful things coming in for your heart in this season. Now, this could be love, this could be family, this could be friends. This is gifts that are just coming in from the universe for you, okay? So we're going to draw 3 tarot cards, and we're going to draw a couple of tea leaves, and then one of each oracle card, and we're going to see what we get. I can hardly wait. I feel so good right now that I'm just really enjoying this Christmas reading. It's just really, literally my favorite time of the year. I was actually supposed to be born on Christmas Day. That was my predicted date. I was born about a week and a half later, but I've always had a special connection to Christmas. Okay, so we've got too many turned over, so I'm gonna keep going. I really just want 3 tarot, not a stack. So let's keep going. We got the Chariot, we got the 7 of Cups, well, we got the Emperor, and we got the 8 of Pentacles. I guess we'll take all 4. Spirit gets what Spirit wants. Okay, then I'm going to set that aside. Find some space here. I don't want to take up space. Let me put this over here so it's out of the way. All right. So let's go to tea leaves. What tea leaves do we get for option 1, the Labradorite? What are your gifts coming in this Christmas or this holiday season? We don't all celebrate Christmas. Oh, sorry, one second. I'm going to turn my phone off. I don't need text messages right now. Okay. All right, I got it. All right, so for Labradorite, what are your gifts? What's coming for you? What is coming into your life and your heart? I feel like that flipped. Fox. Okay, let's get another one. Oh, nice. I like this one. Okay, I'm going to take that one, carriage. All right, we get 3. Rainbow. It's a good thing I took it too. Look at how the 8 of Pentacles and the rainbow mirror each other there. All right, we are going to grab 1 from the Energy Oracle. This is a deck that I really like. It's Colette Baron Reed. Caring Connections. Gorgeous. Okay, let's get 1 from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I love both of these decks very much. They're just beautiful. The artwork is so great. All right, 1 from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I feel like that's it right there. Here and now. Okay, very nice. Let me move these back over. For Christmas, I want a bigger table. All right, that will come. I really actually like my space very much. It's very comfortable. I feel so good here. My little tarot altar. All right, 1 from the Ascended Masters deck. I don't bring these out very often, so it's really fun. Okay, you got 2, so we're going to take 2. We got Follow Your Heart. Let me make sure the camera is back far enough. I know you can't see them too close, but I'll bring them up so you can see them. And then we got Purification. Very nice. Getting rid of some of the old nasty stuff so you have room for the good stuff. Okay. Come on, what do we got? Here it is. You're getting a lot more cards than I had anticipated. We've got Great Gathering, and we've got 𝗵𝗏𝒻, and I'll read those to you so you understand them. These are a little, I was going to say a little esoteric. It's all esoteric. These are a little more abstract than some cards. I tend to deal in the very practical things, but I do like them for certain reasons. And then you got, oh my gosh, you got 2 here. You got Waking the Lion. I would have to change my order. I feel like there's space there now. And Divine Matrix. There we go. That's better. It has to look right. Okay. Let's open your Christmas present, Labradorite option. So we're going to start with the tarot. Let me just take it all in. We've got the Chariot. We've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the Emperor and the 8 of Pentacles. This deck is the Light Seers Tarot, which is my happiest feeling deck. I really love it. I love the energy from it. So I feel like gifts that are coming in for you, first, you're going to have a lot of options and you're going to want to put in a lot of work on some things. I feel like you're going to have more choices coming up. Like you're going to have a lot of ways that you can go, but there's going to be one very clear choice for you, and I think you're going to know that. There's also going to be one choice that you think is okay, but you're going to quickly learn that that was terrible. So lots of choices, one clear choice to go for, one clear choice that you need to steer clear of. But I feel like you're going to know it. With the Emperor here, you're very in control of your life. You're being very strategic, and I feel like you have the foresight to make moves that are going to be beneficial to you in the coming year. With the Chariot here, this particular Chariot is very fast moving. I mean, and you know, the Chariot is supposed to be that way, but often it's actually not depicted that way. But if you look at here, I mean, I feel like you're going to get real balanced with your masculine, your feminine energy, which is beautiful. And with this person kind of balanced on top here, that's even more balance. I feel like the word I'm getting is pivot. I feel like you're going to be able to pivot really easily and make choices that benefit you. And when you do, you're going to be very ready to put in the work. I'm seeing invest. So I'm seeing maybe an investment opportunity that's going to bring you a lot of abundance. I think your financial situation is going to be improving for sure because of the choices you're going to make. So what the real gift here is the opportunities that are coming in for you and the foresight to see really what's going to really benefit you and what to avoid. There might be some emotional component to the choice that you're going to make, okay, with the Seven of Cups here. But I feel like when you let the emotion, I feel like you're going to have the foresight to let the emotion drain out of it, and go with logic, because in the choices you're going to have, logic is going to be the thing that you want to follow. I don't see this in choices in love. I see this in choices in life. And things you want to invest in your time and energy into. And I really do see some good abundance coming for you. Part of that abundance is going to be based in following your intuition. I definitely see in the Eight of Pentacles here, I don't get this particular card that comes up in this deck very often, which is interesting. But there's this one pentacle that has a pentagram on it, and that's a pentagram. If you're not familiar with the pentagram, it's really symbolizing the four elements in spirit. And so each point of that pentagram is a different element. And then the fifth one is spirit. So it's your connection to the universe. So it's actually a really beautiful thing. It's not the evil thing that some people think it is. But there's something about you getting real stable in all the areas of your life and really tapped into spirit and being able to make good choices. Being able to see what's for you and not for you. I think that one of the gifts coming in for you, you're actually giving yourself by tapping in more. By paying attention. Caring connections. Okay, if you are not in a love relationship right now, I see one coming for you that is gorgeous. So I feel like there is a soulmate kind of energy. It's someone that's a more romantic, caring person coming in for you. If you're already in a love relationship, I see that becoming more deep and more caring between you. I just see really nice love for you this year. With the Here and Now card, you're really going to be grounded in the present moment, which is so exciting to me. You're no longer going to be like caught up in the past or living, in the clouds in the future. You're really actually getting into the present moment and enjoying that, like really making the most of the day is what I'm hearing. I see you taking a little more me time, doing things that feel good for you in the moment, which is something that we all need to do a little bit more of. So I see you giving yourself that gift, actually. And a lot of these gifts that you give yourself are when you tap into your intuition and you start listening, you get downloads about what is good for you and what's not good for you. So I feel like Spirit is definitely playing into how you feel about yourself, about your life, about what to do and what not to do. And then next we have the Waking the Lion and the Divine Matrix. Look, you are so in your power and in your strength this year. And it's like maybe parts of you didn't feel so strong or felt a little lost. And I really see you taking control. Again, the Emperor and the Lion. I see you very on top of your game. I see you very in tune with Spirit, with all these stars around the lion and the two triangles up here kind of above the forehead. I just see you listening. I see you listening to Spirit, and I see it bringing you strength, bringing you determination, willpower. 2022 is going to be a good year for you. This is really a beautiful spread. I don't see anything here that is negative. I mean, we are all talking about gifts. So Divine Matrix, this is about really understanding your place in the universe and your place in the world and how those two interact. I see you really feeling good about your spirituality and very good about your 3D existence and letting those coexist A lot of people, they block out the divine, or they block out their 5D selves, which is, you know, your higher self and your connection with spirit. But I don't see that for this. Whoever chose Labradorite, if you're not already really in tune with spirit, you're very much getting there. And if you already are, it's gonna amp up. So we've got fox here, rainbow, and carriage. Okay, so there is a difficult, I'm going to go right to rainbow. And I'm tying that in with the Eight of Pentacles. They're right kind of adjacent here. And they're both that beautiful rainbow hue. There's a lot of kind of rainbowish stuff here. But it's telling you that the most difficult part of a situation is over. That's what rainbow is about. There's something in your life that's been challenging, and the hardest part ends in 2021, which is really beautiful. And then with fox here, your shrewdness and your resourcefulness is really benefiting you. And I think this fox is looking directly at this Eight of Pentacles, and we're looking over here at the opportunities coming in. You're, like I was saying, you're going to be tapped in enough. You're going to be very shrewd, and you're going to pick the right things and invest in the right things. And that could be financially, that could be energy, time, resources of some sort. It's going to be different from different people. It's a collective reading, but you're going to find out, or you might already have an inkling of what this is to come for you. And with carriage here, you're going to take some kind of journey. It can be a physical journey, or it can be a mental journey. I think for a lot of you, it's actually, you're going to be getting in the car or the plane, whatever it is, and going somewhere that feels really good to you. So I see you traveling in some way. So I think there'll be like a vacation or a business trip maybe, where you get to use part of that as vacation. Something where you're going to get away. Now, for those of you who don't travel or don't enjoy travel, it could be a mental journey as well, where you're really exercising a new part of yourself, of your mind, and really digging into learning and taking a trip that way into something unknown. It's something new. You're going to be doing some kind of exploration, but I think for most people, this is actually a physical journey. We're actually going to go somewhere exciting and fun. All right, let's look down here at follow your heart and purification. Beautiful. So look, you're going to be following your heart as well as your head. I mean, we see up here you being shrewd, you being discerning, you being strategic and making good decisions for yourself, making good investments. And then under caring connections here, you are going to be following your heart toward this love connection, whatever it is for you, whether it's an existing one or a new one coming in. I really see with purification here, right under the here and now, you're learning to enjoy people in the moment as much as things in the moment. So I think that you're stopping, and she's literally smelling flowers here. So if you look at this card here, she's looking down at these flowers. You're going to be stopping and smelling the flowers a bit. That's really, really nice. With purification here, you're going to be releasing any toxicity that's hanging around your life. It's just, and Spirit's going to be helping you let that go. I really just see you grounded in the present and really just enjoying the moment here. All right, so we're ending up with the Great Gathering and Imrana. So the Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits and Soul Tribe. This is this probably the most exciting part of the reading for me, is finding your soul tribe. You're actually going to be finding parts of your soul family that you are not now in contact with. Maybe some soulmates that you have, and I do believe we have soul families, so we have a bunch of souls that we come here together with. We make contracts with and we grow with while we're here. We meet them along the way. Some are here for a day. Some are here for a season. Some are there for a lifetime. But I feel like you're going to be finding more of your soul family and really vibing with them. Really, and your intuition with Waking the Lion here, right above that, your intuition is going to be heightening in the Divine Matrix here, partly because you're really discovering soulmates. One of them could be this love connection, but I feel like there are more that are not romantic connections, that are more like friend, family, mentor, mentee, teacher, student, that kind of a thing. And then the last card here is Imrana, and the caption here is, where are you being called to journey to? And that's coming out right near the carriage here. Because you're finding your soul family, I feel like you're going to be called to go see someone in your soul family. Or they'll be called to come to you, but there's going to be some travel in regards to a soulmate person for you. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a romantic soulmate. However, it can be. It's going to differ for different people. This is really, really beautiful for you, Labradorite pile. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm going to channel you a song lyric from your romantic partner. And let's see what we get. So I've got my new Modern Love Lyrics Oracle deck that I created. There are 140 lyrics of all different types here. And I can just not stand to do a reading now without them. I mean, I could, but I'm really enjoying them. So this caring connection person, whether it is someone you are in relationship or someone who is coming in for you, how would they put their feelings into music for you? Let's see. How would they put their feelings into music for you? You know, before you do this, I'm actually going to get choices. I'm going to channel several lyrics. So let's actually pull this up. And I'm going to give you a multiple choice because I like that individuality. I just feel like there's too many different people watching and we need options. Okay. All right, now we have a clear space to work from. My first option is going to be happiness. That's right in the middle. Actually, my first option, that's the first. Amethyst is going to be the second, and the lapis lazuli tower will be the third. So I want you to choose one of those options, pause the video if you need, and then I'm going to do a song lyric for each option. That way you know you have the one coming from your person. So for happiness, we got Running by James Bay. For amethyst, we've got Borrowed by Leanne Rimes. Okay. And for lapis lazuli, the tower, so we got two. I'm going to pull another one for each then, because I feel like we need them all. You got Everything I Need by Skylar Grey, and you got Head Above Water by Avril Lavigne. I'm pulling one more for happiness. It's a gift reading, right? Let's make sure we get good gifts. I want you to have all the gifts that you can this beautiful Christmas season. All right, one more for happiness. One more for happiness. Okay, one more for happiness. What is it? Oh gosh, whole stack. Okay. Happiness has a lot to say, but we've got to keep it to a minimum. All right. There's so many cards, it's very hard to shuffle this deck. Okay, we got All of Me by John Legend. Oh, my heart. Okay, and then for the amethyst, let's get one more for amethyst. What have we got? Oh my gosh. Okay, we got After All by Elton John and Charlie Puth. I just got that for in my Twin Flame Mirror message. If you guys resonate with Twin Flames, you might want to check that out, because that was one of the channeled songs in that reading. All right, so happiness, this is your option. What are your two lyrics? You got All of Me by John Legend. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be all right. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. because all of me loves all of you. This is a really special song to me, and I love that it came up for you. Beautiful. And you got Running by James Bay. When my heart is ready to burst, when the world spins in reverse, I'll keep running to the place where I belong. When you go to turn down the light, no one's here to hold you in the night. I'll keep running to the place where I belong. When you think you're on your own, I'm still coming home. So this is about being in separation for some of you, and your person is coming home. They're going to keep coming no matter what. Really nice. Okay, for Amethyst, you got Borrowed by Leanne Rimes. I know you're not mine, only borrowed, because you already belong to her. At least you said so, but I'm starting to believe it ain't the whole truth. Because when we're lying side by side, I get the whole you. So this is about someone that is in relationship with someone else, and they just know it's not right. They just know it's not right. They know you belong together. And you got After All by Elton John and Charlie Puth. I can't fight this feeling any longer. I lie awake and realize that you're better than my dreams. Thought I found love so many times till you showed me what it means. Ah, that's gorgeous. And you know what? I think in the mirror message reading, because some of these cards have the same song and it's a different lyric, and I think we got the other lyric for the same song. There's like 3 or 4 cards in my deck that are like that. Okay. I'll just leave it. All right. Lapis. Lapis, what did you get? You got Everything I Need by Skylar Grey. This is another really special song to me. Everything you are is everything I need. You're everything to me, baby. Every single part is who you're meant to be. Because you were meant for me, and you're everything I need. You can say I'm wrong. You can turn your back against me, but I'm here to stay. Wow. Okay. And you also got Head Above Water by Avril Lavigne. So pull me up from down below, because I'm underneath the undertow. Come dry me off and hold me close. I need you now. I need you most. So there might be some people that are in separation, and this person is so in love with you. They just want to come home, and they want to tell you that you are everything that they need. That's gorgeous. All right. I hope that this helped you, Labradorite option. Please hit the like if you love my energy and my channel. I genuinely appreciate the gift of that energy exchange. And we'll go ahead and get into the next option. Take care. Welcome to those of you who chose Green Kyanite as your pick a card option for this What Christmas Gifts Are Coming Into You from Spirit reading. So excited to do this for you. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. So we're going to get, I'm going for 3 tarot, but Spirit's going to bring out what they bring out. A couple of tea leaves and then 1 of each oracle card, and we are going to see what beautiful gifts are coming for you this Christmas season and into 2022. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited about all the new people finding the channel and getting to be here with the beautiful people that are already subscribing. I feel really, really fortunate to have this little family group that I have that find these readings. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you're new. I would love to have you around the channel. And if you hit the alarm bell little thing, you won't miss anything that's coming up. You'll get notifications. Okay. Oh, and hit the like on the video too if you don't mind that energy exchange. I genuinely appreciate that gift. Thank you. Okay, we've got the star. Okay, good, good, good. 2 more, please. And we've got the 4 of Cups. What else are we getting? The Ace of Swords. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. And then we're going to get, I'm going to start with the Energy Oracle, I think. I like to go in the same pattern, so we'll just go there. I don't take oracles in reverse generally. I'm not taking any this time. All right, one from the Energy Oracle by 𝗘𝗠𝗣𝗏𝒡. That's a whole stack, and I don't want a whole stack. One card. One card. One card, please. One card for my Green Kyanite people. Option 2. Felt like that was going to come out and then it didn't. Okay. One card for my Green Kyanite people. Option 2. I feel like that's it. Door to Romance. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. And then let's get one from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Whoa, come to the edge. Oh, you got 2 and time to go. We'll take them both. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out my little way of sorting them out. These are big cards and these are little cards, and I can't have it imbalanced. I'm a Capricorn. I just don't do things like that. Tea leaves. Let's get 2 tea leaves is what I'm shooting for. Okay, you get 3. We have got Bridge, and then we've got Peacock, and we have Leg. Nice. Okay. I'm going to put that right there so it looks right to me. All right, let's get one from the 7 energies. One from the 7 energies. For Green Kyanite. Ugh, too many. Okay. All right, well, we got 3. We're going to take 3. A Tall Tale, Great and Full. Nice. Body and Soul. Oh, how am I going to do this? I feel like I need to rearrange. So I feel like this needs to be there. Yeah, that's better. Okay. One from the Ascended Masters deck. One from the Ascended Masters. Okay, that one. Clear and shield your energy. Very nice. And one more. One more. One more. Okay. Which one is it? Is it this one or this one? I have to take both. Hold on. Okay, Peacock will go up here. Oh, that bugs me. Okay, that's all right. The Initiation and Pillar of Light. Okay, here's what I need to do. I can't handle it. Sorry. I'm going to overlap them a little bit. There we go. Okay. I feel much better about that. All right. Kyanite, what are your gifts? Okay, so we got the Star, the 4 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So I feel like there's something that you've been really disappointed about. There's something emotional that didn't work out for you. And I think that you're getting some super clarity on it. I mean, you're getting direct download from Spirit about this thing. And whatever this wish is, it's about to come true. There's something that you've been disappointed about, that you've been wishing for, and I feel like there's a direct line from Spirit coming down to give it to you. I mean, you're getting the clarity, and the clarity itself might be the gift, but I really feel like there's something you've been wanting, and it's coming for you in 2022. Really, really beautiful. All right, this might be kind of a romantic partner option for those of you who are looking for that. If you're already in a romantic relationship, take this as a heightening of that relationship or a new relationship coming in for you. But with Door to Romance and Body and Soul here, I feel like, again, I got this in option, the first option for Labradorite. I got Caring Connections. Now I'm getting Door to Romance. I feel like you're really headed for a beautiful romantic journey in the next year. I feel like either someone new is coming in for you and they're going to be quite the romantic, even if you're not that way, I think they will be. And I think it's going to be beautiful. This person wants you body and soul. This is not a fling. It's not an energy of in and out. This is a really beautiful, true love situation that I'm seeing for you. So if you're already in a relationship, I feel that heightening. I feel the romance coming back or coming in. But I think a lot of you, it's going to be a new person. And it's going to be really pretty. With the tall tale here under door to romance, I feel like you're just beginning your story. And I feel like it's going to be a big one. With great and full here, you're going to feel really, really fulfilled by this. It's an Ace of Cups there, but it's a special one. It's very divinely guided. I just feel beautiful, romantic love energy for you in the next year. I just feel like your story is beginning or starting over or something like that. Let's look at the tea leaves. So you got leg, bridge, and peacock. So the first thing I want to say is if someone has, this is a physical thing, if someone has been having problems with like walking or their legs or their feet, ambulating in some way, I feel like it's going to get better because we have the legs stepping onto the bridge and we have successfully overcoming a problem. So for the few of you, and it's not going to be very many, but for the few of you out there that are having some kind of physical problem with walking or getting around, I feel like that's going to improve. I do. Now, for the people where this is not a physical thing, I think that it's maybe a dual purpose card. I do see you trying something new, and it's something maybe you've had hesitation over because you're overcoming some kind of issue. Someone here has been hesitating about something or worrying about something, and it could be a relationship with two people with bridge. It might not be a romantic relationship, but I see two people. I see one person on this side of the bridge and the other person on this side of the bridge, and I see you stepping into a new experience with this person. So I see you coming towards someone or someone coming towards you. And it's after a period of hesitation about it. Like thinking that there was too much wall between you or too much chasm between you, like too much water under the bridge. There's a caution here though. And this is a gift from Spirit because a caution is a gift too. When you have something coming up for you that could be beautiful, but you have something about you that could get in the way, don't let your pride get in the way of this. So there is this beautiful connection that you can make with someone that you've been hesitant to do or they've been hesitant to do. Someone here has to keep their pride in check. Okay? And I don't mean pride as in the good kind of pride where, you know, you've accomplished good things and you're happy about that, something like that. Or you just feel good about yourself and you're full of self-love. I'm talking about the kind of pride that is a stumbling block. You may need to make the first move. You may need to be the one to step forward first with legs, step into the new experience first. Don't let your pride keep you from doing that, because I feel like this bridge is a long time coming, lots of water under the bridge, and it's time to let it go. Time to let it flow out. Time to go. And she's on what looks like a bridge here with time to go and come to the edge. I genuinely feel like there is some kind of situation here that is going to resolve, that's been a long time coming with someone. And it's time to do this thing. And Spirit is bringing you the opportunity. And then you just have to take the opportunity. With come to the edge, you're going to have to step to the edge of what feels like a precipice and walk over it to step into this new experience and go over that bridge. But look, Spirit's telling you it's time to do it. It's time to go. Don't hesitate anymore. This is a gift. Okay? This is a gift. And I think this is your big gift. Really. You know how at Christmas when you were a kid, or for some people, not everyone, but there were little gifts, but there was always the one big gift. You've got different gifts here, but this is your big gift, this reunion with this person, or bridging a chasm with this person. Don't let your pride ruin it, okay? Don't look the gift horse in the mouth, right? Yeah. So there is a little message here that it is really important that you clear and shield your energy. I don't necessarily know about this person, but in general, I think that Spirit is saying if you keep your energy clear and you shield your energy, that's going to be really important for you. So I would definitely take this message as for you. And clearing your energy can be as simple as like a salt bath or Palo Santo. It could be some meditation. It could be as easy as just not letting people that are just talking too much in your ear all the time. For some reason, like someone really resonated with that when I said that, because I felt like I wanted to laugh. You got to protect yourself and your energy, okay? That doesn't mean to be selfish. I'm not saying that. But there is this need for you to keep your energy kind of pure for yourself and your life. Okay, then the last two cards we're coming to are the Initiation and Pillar of Light. So the Initiation card is a rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You are coming to a new place where your vibration is raising. You are the Oracle with Pillar of Light. Holy cow. Hold on, I need to take this in a little bit. Spirit is saying here that your power, your intuition with the Initiation is about to kick off here. You are about to enter a spiritual place that you have never been and cross over a threshold. And when you do, look at, this is your path, and this is here and kind of in the dark, and you're coming to this beautiful place, and you're going to go through a threshold here. This is a gift. Once you cross that threshold, this is what's on the other side. Pillar of Light, you become kind of one with Spirit, and you become the Oracle. I feel like psychic gifts. I feel like energy healing. I'm looking at my crystal ball. I feel like prophetic dreams. I feel like you're going to be very far seeing when you allow yourself to cross this threshold. Look, when you're doing this, make sure and keep your energy clean. Don't let anything negative muck up your energy, because if you want to be this, if you're going to take this gift from Spirit, this sight that you're going to get, you have to have clean energy for that. You have to have clear energy for that. Wow. So not only is a disappointing situation resolving, romance is coming into your life, you're crossing a chasm, but you're also tapping into Spirit in like supercharged way. Holy cow. If this isn't the great reading, Green Kyanite people, I'd kind of like to know who you are. This is great. Beautiful reading. Just be careful with pride. Don't let your pride be a stumbling block in any of these things. Look, you're going to be very powerful, but you have to be humble at the same time. Don't let it get to your head. Okay? Use it for good, not for evil. Spirit won't let you use it for evil, but just be careful. Peacock is so central to all this stuff here. Don't let your pride get in the way. I feel like this pile, in the previous parts of your life, pride has been an issue. And it's maybe been a stumbling block and gotten in your way. And I feel like this is Spirit saying, look, if you can just get past that thing, and all the peacock feathers. I have to show you something. Where is it? So I'm a jewelry designer, and I worked from home this week because I was sick, and I was making earrings, and you wouldn't believe the earrings I was making. See the peacock feathers? And there's two of them. There's something about wearing your pride. That, I mean, oh, why else would this come up? There's something about you've had an issue with kind of, instead of wearing your heart on your sleeve, wearing your pride on your sleeve. And it's time to extricate that and not let it be a block. Not let it be a block for you, because you've got such gorgeous things coming in. Definitely don't let that stop you. Don't let it stop you. Beautiful. All right. Gorgeous. Let's go ahead and do your channeled song lyrics. Hold on. Let me just pull everything up. I'm just going to sort them out later. Okay. All right. So let's pick 3 options. I am going to choose the pink selenite heart. I am going to grab the driftwood with the seashell because I feel like there's going to be beach people in this pile, but not everyone. And then, what else? There's something. No. I just heard not the chrysocolla, the rose quartz. Okay, here are your options. We got this natural rose quartz. We've got the pink selenite heart, and then we've got this really beautiful shell with this piece of driftwood that I just fell in love with and had to take home. Okay, so we're using my Modern Love's lyrics deck. It's 140 different lyrics of all different relationship types and feelings. And we're going to see what your person would say to you, what they would put in music for you. Okay, so choose an option. And pause the video if you need to tap in more. And I'm going to go ahead and draw 1 for each. It's my goal anyway. And we'll read them off. So we're looking at rose quartz. Rose quartz. What is the lyric from rose quartz's person, this beautiful romantic relationship, either coming in or already present that's heightening? What is it? Okay. Oh, man, we got 2. Okay, we got 2 in the last room too. I guess you're getting 2 lyrics. So for the pink selenite heart, I really am trying to get 1, but I get what I get. Pink selenite heart. Okay. Okay, we can't have 3. I'm going to take the top one here and I'm going to keep shuffling. Can't have 3. We got Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor. Pink selenite heart. Oh, no. Yeah, that one. And then we do want to know a secret by the Beatles. Okay. It's not a very well-known song, but it's a great one. And then for my beachy pile, for the shell and the driftwood. Okay, that flipped out and flipped back. Oh, I'm keeping it. Okay. Sorry, I just can't help it. It's Look After You by the Fray. And then we got 1,000 Years by Christina Perri. This person isn't ready to tell you yet, and so, but we're going to get nosy and find out what they were going to say. All right. So for the rose quartz pile, your channeled lyrics are Blue Valentines by Tom Waits. And it says, I'd be luckier to walk around everywhere I go with this blind and broken heart. Sleeps beneath my lapel, instead these blue valentines to remind me of my cardinal sin. I can never wash the guilt or get the blood stains off my hands, and it takes a lot of whiskey to make the nightmares go away. So we have a person in such incredible regret. Rose quartz pile. You have a person that has a lot of regret, and I see why the door to romance is there. Because this person wants to make this right. They're really living with amazing regret. They did something to hurt you, and they're not happy about it. Yeah. All right, and then we got After All by Elton John and Charlie Puth. I've gotten this 3 times in a row. I got this in the last reading for Labradorite, and I got it in the mirror message just the other day. I can't fight this feeling any longer. I lie awake and realize that you're better than my dreams. Though I found love so many times till you show me what it means. This person wants to be either heal things with you if you're already in a relationship, or they want to come back. They just, you showed this person what love means. Really, really nice. Okay. Pink Selenite Heart people, your first one, well, let's start with this one. Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around every boy I see, but they'd only remind me of you. And flip-flop the gender, don't worry about gender, but it's just the sentiment. Like, this person, nothing compares to you. They've been around the world and nothing compares to you. And then we got Do You Want to Know a Secret by the Beatles. Listen, do you want to know a secret? Closer, let me whisper in your ears. Say the words you'd long to hear. I'm in love with you. Wow. Okay, beach people. Starting with Look After You by the Fray. This is the one your person wasn't ready for you to see because it flipped back. But we're going to look anyway. If I don't say this now, I will surely break as I'm leaving the one I want to take. Forget the urgency, but hurry up and wait. My heart has started to separate. This person, their heart is breaking being away from you. Their heart is breaking being away from you, I'm telling you. And then we got 1,000 Years by Christina Perry. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Beautiful. All right, Green Kyanite people, this has been your reading. I hope you have enjoyed the Christmas gifts coming into you from Spirit for now in 2022. Please hit the like. I genuinely appreciate that gift of energy exchange. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, subscribe. I'd love to have you around, and I will see you next time. I'm going to go ahead and get into the Red Jasper Heart option. Welcome to those of you who chose option 3. That's the Red Jasper Heart. This is your reading. So we're looking at what Christmas gifts are coming into you from Spirit to your heart to your life. So I'm going to start by I'm aiming for 3 tarot cards. We'll do a couple of tea leaves and then one of each of the oracle card. At least that's what I'm aiming for. Spirit brings out what they want to bring out, but we'll get what we need. And we'll find out what your gifts are coming up. I'm excited. I'm so bubbly about these readings. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. So we started with the 4 of Cups. We had the 4 of Cups in the last one too, in the Green Kyanite as well. So let's see what else we get here. Okay, we got the 8 of Cups reversed and we got the Fool. All right. That's what we needed there. Now, let's get a couple of tea leaves. Okay. Tea leaves. What do we have for the tea leaves? Let's aim for 2. We'll see what comes out. Gifts. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's an entire stack. Hold on. I feel like that's too much. I'm going to go for like 2. 3 at the most here. 2. Okay. Teapot, and oh, I like that. That's a really beautiful friendship card. I love that one. And then Dark Woman. Oh, I'm losing my cards here. All right, one more. I'm hearing one more. Oh my gosh, what? Okay, I'm gonna take that one. I can't take them all. Okay, so we got Teapot, Dark Woman, and Wishbone. Let's go to, why can't I think of the name right now? I just lost it. I know this really well. It's a wisdom, oh no. I'm freaking out here. It's an energy oracle. Why couldn't I think of it? One from the Energy Oracle. Oh my gosh. This is by 𝗘𝗠𝗣𝗏. I love this deck. And then the next one, the Wisdom of the Oracle, is hers too. These cards are so big, though. I don't use them as much as I would, because they're challenging to shuffle. Okay, the Thinking Woman. All right, there's a lot about women here. Okay, let's see here. And one from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Observer. Okay. Go back. Okay, let's get one from the Seven Energies. I actually do try, when I can find a deck in a smaller size than this giant tarot size, I try and buy it in a smaller size. I just find it so much easier to work with. But it doesn't always come that way. Okay. All right. Body and Soul again. Okay. All right. And then one from the Ascended Masters. Okay, there it is. Take charge of the situation. I'm feeling you're going to get something different than the other piles got. I think I'm grabbing another deck for you. Yeah. And then we've got Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Okay. And don't worry about the religious connotation if you're not religious. It's just the card energy. What do we need? Oh, Kipper. It's like halfway out of my box. Okay. You get one from the Kipper deck. Official person. Is there another one? There's another one. Okay. Something else from here. No. There it is. Sudden wealth. Ooh. Ooh. That's nice. Official person and sudden wealth. Take charge of the situation. Okay. I feel a big hole here. Why? Why do I feel like this? Hold on. I didn't feel like this in the other ones. Is there something else? I'm sorry. One second. Okay. I'm going to get you an archetype card. I don't know why. I hadn't planned on using this deck, but there's something in here. Whoa. Well, I mean, we can't take 6 cards. Just one, please. Just one. You can give me one of those, whichever one you want. Just one, please. One, please. One, please. There. The Poet. I've been getting the Poet a lot lately. Okay. You guys might have had this in another reading with me. If not, you might want to go back and check out some of my zodiac readings because this has been coming up. Okay. What are your gifts? What are your gifts? I love Christmas. Okay, so 4 of Cups, 8 of Cups in reverse, and the Fool. So there's been a challenging situation for you, something that was disappointing, something that just didn't work out for you, but you've been feeling stuck in the energy of it, and you're walking away from that. You're ready for something new. So whatever it is that you've been stuck in, there's a situation that has disappointed you greatly, and you felt like you couldn't leave it. This could be a romantic relationship. It could be a business connection. It could, I mean, could be really any type of relationship, but there's some situation that you felt tied to, that all of the love or good energy has drained out of, and you've just, I get this feeling of like, what do I do now? I really thought that was going to work out. What do I do now? It's not even a sad energy. It's like a bummed energy. Like, ugh. But you're totally walking away from that. I feel you leaving that energy. But at the same time, with the Fool here, there's something else in your life that you're staying for. Okay, so this is really weird energy for me, because the 8 of Cups here, it's like a double. So I feel like with the 4 of Cups, you've got the standard upright version of the 8 of Cups here. Like, you're leaving whatever was disappointing you. But there's something else in your life that you're deciding not to walk away from. You're actually going for something else. And but it's not a brand new thing. I feel like it's something already in your life. Almost like you were at war in your head about something, and there was like one thing you thought it was like almost like dog in the manger. I'm sorry, I've been saying that a lot lately. It's almost like you had these two options, and you didn't let go of this option. You just kind of had it on back burner, right? You didn't want to let go of it, but there's this other thing that you just felt like you had to stay for. There was something you felt like you had to stay for, but it totally disappointed you. So you're totally walking away from that thing. Whatever disappointed you, you're done with it. I discard. I'm seeing like playing cards and you discard, you know, putting it on the discard pile. But there's this other thing that you've realized is gold for you, and there's fire there for you, and you're not walking away from that. You're going toward it with the Fool here. And I mean, you're really happy about this. And I think as you think about it more, the momentum towards it grows and you feel free. Letting go of this thing makes you feel free to go to this. And I don't know if they're two people. I don't know if they're two situations, two jobs. I don't know what it is for you. But letting go of one thing gives you the freedom to fully embrace the other. And it's what you should have been doing all along. Nice. Really, really nice energy. I want to look at the tea leaves here. So you got teapot, which is deep friendship with someone of the same sex. You got wishbone, which is a wish is granted. And then dealing a relationship with a woman, a dark woman. And I take this not as a dark, I mean, it could be a woman with dark hair. And I think that's kind of what the author intended when they wrote this card. But when I see this card, I actually see someone very negative. I see it dark as in dark energy, not dark complexion or hair or something, you know, like that. So I feel like there's someone around you, there's a feminine energy around you that's been really dark, and I think it's tied to this. I think this thing that's disappointing you is this feminine energy that had like a dark energy. There is a bug flying around my head, and I'm inside and it's wintertime. Where did that come from? It's like a moth or something. Moths. Oh my God, I haven't seen a moth in my house ever. And all of a sudden it's just like bombing my face. Okay, what is up with the moth? Moths eat away at things. I feel like there was this person that you were feeling stuck with was a feminine energy. I'm going to say feminine and not woman, because we know that, you know, like gender in tarot is so fluid. Gender in life is so fluid, but gender in tarot is so fluid. So let's say it's a dark feminine energy, someone with dark energy that's been kind of And you know, moths, the way that they infest, I don't know if you've ever had a moth infestation. I did one time, and it was a nightmare. And they get into everything in your life. They'll like get into stacks of paper, all of your food, everything in your cupboards. They're really invasive. And it's like this feminine energy was kind of invasive. I feel like, and I see ill intent, like this feminine energy that you were hooked up with. And like I said, I don't know if it's romantic or work, what, but this is someone that you had a deep connection with the teapot here. This is someone that you told your secrets to. This is someone that you had a deep connection with. This sincerely could be a same-sex relationship, whether it's whatever gender is involved. It could be a same-sex relationship. It doesn't have to be, but for someone out there, I feel like that's going to hit it right on the head. Probably more than one person. But for the majority, I think that it's more just like there's this feminine energy, that someone that you really like brought into your life. You shared a lot with them. You trusted them deeply. And like every time you wanted to talk something over, this is kind of the person you talk to. And maybe for like a long time. This person genuinely wasn't good for you. I mean, they made it seem like they were, but they were actually not well intentioned. They had an ulterior motive. The thinking woman over here and this dark woman, I feel like it's the same. And we're talking about gifts, and releasing this person is a huge gift in your life. So you're walking away, you're releasing the thinking woman. And by thinking woman here, by the look on her face and what's happening around her, I don't get good energy. Oh, this moth is killing me. Sorry. Sorry, it's just in my face. It's like in my face. This woman was probably in your face all the time. What is up with this moth? This is someone that was kind of plotting. This is someone that didn't have good intentions. They were trying to... The card is very green, so it could have something to do with money. There's a lot of green here, and the aura around this dark woman, all the back here is kind of greenish too. This could have been someone very financially motivated. Didn't have to be that, but I feel like for some people that's really going to resonate. But there's this butterfly in the card over here. There's a major transformation in this. I feel like you're letting it go. With the observer here, I think you're going to see something. You're going to see something that's going to give you the truth about this person. This fox. Foxes are cunning. Foxes are sly. And you've got this fox with this, like a, what is that called? Not a telescope, a monoscope? I don't know what that's called. But they're looking over this way, kind of up at this Four of Cups person. I think they were watching you. For one thing, they spent a lot of time observing you, trying to figure out how to get over on you. But you are now, I think the gift is that you are seeing the truth about this person, because this person did not have your best interest at heart. With sudden wealth down here at the bottom, this person might have been waiting for you to have money come in. Official person, they might have wanted to marry you or to be officially tied to you in some way. Maybe get in a contract with you or something where they would gain from you. I think they saw some kind of potential in you and thought that if they could like get on your coattails, they could make money from you. Is kind of what I'm seeing. Sudden wealth, an official person, really makes me feel like they're just kind of waiting for your ship to come in. They need to get their own damn ship. Really. I don't like that. With the poet here, for someone out there, you're a writer. And maybe on the verge of success like that. And this person is waiting for this success to come in. This person watching and waiting. And the gift is you're going to see through this person. And this is a big gift because this person has kept you tied up for some time. You're walking away from that. And the other thing in your life, the good thing that's been on the back burner because you were so tied up in this one, the other person, I think it's another person, the person that you put on the back burner, all of a sudden, body and soul here, right underneath the Fool, body and soul, you're going to want to give yourself to this person, body and soul. This is a good person for you. You're taking charge of the situation here. You are no longer going to be manipulated. I see you clearly with the observer seeing what's happening and taking charge of this situation. And then with this card, Anna, grandmother of Jesus, you know, don't worry about the religious connotations there. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Look, everything that's happened here has happened for a reason. It was to teach you something going forward in your life. And it's probably to get you to see the value of this other person that you had in the background. Because I see now you really see it. Body and soul is in the direct center of your reading here. You learned a huge lesson through this situation. And I feel like you're ready to take a leap in a beautiful direction. And you feel so free doing it. Take charge of the situation. You're laying new foundations within this new situation. And divine plan, it's divinely guided that this happened. This Poet card gets me though. This is the one that I pulled last that I didn't intend to pull. And I think the reason that I'm pulling it is because someone has some kind of way that they use words that gets them money. So, and it doesn't, you don't have to be a poet, although you could be a writer or a poet or, trying to see what else I'm getting from this, because there's some kind of clarity that's coming in for you where, do you see how this person is holding that moon? There's this dark person holding something and it's under the thinking woman. So I almost feel like there's another thing here. I mean, I think that the writer thing is going to be right on for someone, but there's actually something deeper here. And I think that this thinking woman, this dark woman, is this dark person holding this moon, which the moon is something hidden or something shady, something subversive or something dishonest. But there's all of these crows coming out in this card from that darkness of that person. And I feel like divine plan here, I mean, you're going to get real enlightenment through watching this person. Your gift here is revealing this person that's been problematic in your life. Taking charge of your life and going for what really is good for you, body and soul. Your wish is being granted. You have, with Wishbone here, you have a true wish being granted here. And it's all about letting go of the old that was unhealthy and embracing the new that is your actual wish come true. Wow. If this didn't, this is so specific. If it didn't resonate, feel free to check out another option. But I feel like for some people, this is going to be so resonant. But it is going to be very specific, which I like. I mean, this is the kind of reading I prefer when you really get down into the details like that, because then you know it's for you. All right, let's do a song lyric for you. I'm actually going to give you a multiple choice. So if this resonated for you, let's see what your person would say to you. And this is that new person that you would go toward. I really feel like for most people that's going to be a romantic situation. And you know what? It might not be. It doesn't have to be that way for everyone. Certainly not for those of you who are already in a happy relationship and that's not your thing. This could be a family thing. It could be a friend thing. It could be a work thing. Let me just pull all these up and out of the way. Oops. I hit that bell. So for someone, it really isn't a romantic relationship. You don't hit the bell for no reason. Okay. All right. So what are our options? Our options are going to be the Copperknight. I'll show you closer in a minute. We're going with the Copperknight. And we've got this heart, and I honestly don't know what stone this is, but inside the heart, there's a music note. It's flashy. It's very pretty. I wish it would focus enough for you to see it. All right, and then the first one. Let's do the black tourmaline. Okay, so there are your options. Black tourmaline, Copperknight, and the red heart. So I'll bring them a little closer. Copperknight is this gorgeous rainbow copper infused stone. And then the red heart with the music note. Okay, let's channel a song lyric from your person for each one. This is my brand new lyrics deck, Modern Love Lyrics. 140 different lyrics. Love it. Okay, black tourmaline. What do we have for black tourmaline? Let's try to get one lyric this time. Spirit's been messing around with my desire for one. 2 again. Oh my gosh. Okay, everyone gets 2. So I think it's just going to be the thing the whole reading. Okay, 2 for black tourmaline. We got Do You Want to Know a Secret by the Beatles and Distance in Time by Alicia Keys. And then the Copperknight. What do we have for the Copperknight option? We're going to get 2 for you. Copperknight. Copperknight. What do we have? All right, your 2 came out there. We've got Trapped by Bruce Springsteen and Head Above Water by Avril Lavigne. Okay, and then the red music note heart, crystal heart. I really love that. I've got to take it into a crystal store where, I mean, I'm pretty good with crystals, but I don't know that one, so I'm going to have to get help figuring out what it is. Do I Want to Know by the Arctic Monkeys, and Die a Happy Man by Thomas Rhett. Okay. Interchange man for woman if you need to. You know what your situation is, right? Or if you're non-binary, you can put in them or something. Black tourmaline, what do you have? You have Do You Want to Know a Secret by the Beatles. Listen, Do You Want to Know a Secret? Closer, Let Me In. Let Me Whisper in Your Ear. Say the words you long to hear. I'm in love with you. Really nice. And your second lyric from your person, Distance in Time by Alicia Keys. No matter how far you are, no matter how long it takes him, through distance and time I'll be waiting. And if you have to walk 1,000,000 miles, I'll be waiting 1,000,000 days, or I'll wait 1,000,000 days to see you smile. Distance and time I'll be waiting. So this is really someone that's in love with you, and they're willing to take however long it takes. They're going to make it work. No distance or no time is too great for this person. So some kind of special message for you in black tourmaline. Okay, Copperknight, you got Trapped by Bruce Springsteen. And it seems like I'll be wearing the same old chains. Good will conquer evil, and the truth will set you free. Then I know someday I'll find the key. So I feel like in the Copperknight, this really fits the reading so strongly. In the Copperknight option, there's been a lie here. But this person knows that at the end of the day, the truth's going to come out and set you both free. And they'll find the key. So this person is looking for the way out of this. or looking for you to find your way out of this lie. And then you've got Head Above Water by Avril Lavigne. So pull me up from down below because I'm underneath the undertow. Come and dry me off and hold me close. I need you now. I need you most. This person really wants to get close to you. Very much. They want the truth to come out and they want to be close to you. All right. Red Heart. Do I want to know? Arctic Monkeys. I know I misspelled Arctic. I'm going to have to fix the deck. Ever thought of calling when you've had a few? Because I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being yours to fall for someone new. No, I've thought it through, crawling back to you. So, look, no one else will do for this person. And I feel like they're getting ready to come to you. Because just no one else is ever going to do. Die a Happy Man by Thomas Rhett. And I know that I can't ever tell you enough that all I need in this life is your crazy love. If I never get to see the Northern Lights, if I never get to see the Eiffel Tower at night, if all I got is your hand in mine, baby, I could die a happy man. I love that. Beautiful. All right. There is your reading, Red Jasper Heart Pile. I hope this has helped you. Please hit the like. I genuinely appreciate that energy exchange, that gift. It's really helpful to me, and I love having that knowledge that you appreciated the energy. Thank you so much to everyone that does that. Thank you for being here. I hope you subscribe if you're new. I love you guys, and I'll see you around the channel. Hello to those of you who chose the amethyst option, that beautiful raw amethyst stone. This is your reading. So we're going to look at what are the Christmas gifts coming into you from Spirit, into your heart, into your life. I want to know. I'm excited to see for you amethyst option. Amethyst is special to me, so I have a feeling there's some very special people out there. In fact, I know there are. So let's start with the tarot. I'm going to get 3 tarot cards, or at least that's what I'm aiming for. We'll get a couple of tea leaves and then one of each of my oracle decks that I have selected here, and we'll see what we get. So amethyst option. Amethyst option. I feel like clearing the energy a little bit. Amethyst option. What do we got? 3 off the bat. 3 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 10 of Swords. All right. Oh, that's nice. Okay. And let's see what we get from, let's start with the Energy Oracle. 1 from the Energy Oracle. I feel like I want to move them over a little bit. 1 from the Energy Oracle. 1 from the Energy Oracle for Amethyst. 1 for the Energy Oracle. For Thinking Woman, we had the same one in the last option, which was the Red Jasper Heart, I believe. Yes, it was. So, you might have had an issue choosing between, but let's see. It could be a totally different story. Let's find out. Let's get one from the Wisdom of the Oracle. These decks are both Colette Baron Reed. Really nice decks. This tarot that I'm using is the Light Seers Tarot. I love that one too. Flexible. You get flexible. Okay. Let's get some tea leaves. I'm aiming for 2, but we'll get what Spirit gives us unless it's a crazy amount. Okay. Seriously? That was fast. We've got Rose. We've got Cat. And we've got Parrot. I don't take these in reverse. Definitely not doing it now. Okay. I feel like I'm going to do this. Yes. All right. We're going to get one from the Oracle of 7 Energies. One from the Oracle of the 7 Energies. I feel like I want to put them down here like this. We'll see what happens. Oracle of the 7 Energies. One for Amethyst. What gifts are coming in? What Christmas gifts are coming in now and in 2022 for Amethyst? Exposed and revealed. Oh my gosh, this is a similar storyline to the Red Jasper. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to get the Ascended Masters next. One from the, okay, we get two from the Ascended Masters. We'll take those. Positive change, retreat into nature, and we need one more. There. One more. One more. One more. Come on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Same one I got in. We got two of the same cards. I mean, I'm using a lot of cards here in the Red Jasper piles. Normally I wouldn't be saying go check out another option unless it doesn't resonate, but there could be messages for you in both of these. So that's a special circumstance. Okay. If you felt tied between those two, I do suggest you go check it out. I'm going to get some water here real quick. And that water is empty. I have multiple glasses. I'm like that little girl in Signs. Did you guys watch the movie Signs? The girl has water all over the house. That's low key. That's me. Water everywhere. I don't think it's contaminated. I just drink a lot of water. Okay. 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Swords. I feel he's full of self-love. This 9 of Cups is all about full of self-love to me. It always is every time I see it. And this feeling of freedom that brings. I feel like there was periods in your life where you struggled with that and you had to come into it. This is not something that came naturally. I feel like you had a really tough start in life. In some kind of way. I mean, it could have been childhood abuse of some sort. It could have been bullying. It could have been a combination of things. Could have been a really terrible experience. But there was some kind of formative earliest experience that was really tough for you. And it really ate what should have been your self-esteem, and you had to really work at getting it back. I mean, maybe you didn't even get it to start with. I mean, I feel like you built it, but there are 9 cups here, and you've filled every single one of those with self-love, and I see you just free. Sorry, hitting the camera. But I mean, I see you just getting to such a beautiful place. And there's this, I mean, there's this light behind that's coming out and this treasure chest there. And it's like this self-love is unlocking the world for you. I'm feeling it's unlocking treasure. The ending of this painful cycle is coming because of your self-love, because of your self-care, because of your understanding of your worth and your value in the world and the universe. You are the star of your own story now. Whereas I feel like before you took a back seat a lot. You put yourself in the back seat a lot. I think you were taught to do that. But I see you taking the driver's seat in your own life. And it's really stunning. And there's this beautiful gift coming for you. It's good karma that you built. And the universe is rewarding you. With the end of a painful cycle, with real clarity about that cycle, and you being able to move forward in your life without those dark things touching you anymore. You're moving toward the light. And I feel like your soul family is around you. I mean, I feel like you're putting the right people around you. I think that you're creating a circle of people that celebrate with you. And there's this real balance. You may have 2 people that are extremely close to you that you're pulling closer. And it could be more than 2, but I feel like it's at least 2. But I feel like your circle, your inner circle has become very strong, or is about to become very strong. You have people around you that support you. They care for you. They wish for you, and you wish for them. I mean, it's a very symbiotic relationship. You support them, they support you. It's very equal give and take, and that's the kind of healthy relationships you want around you. Whether these are friendship or romantic or family or whatever it is, you're surrounding yourself with the right kind of people. Because you're doing these things, Spirit is bringing you a gift. Right in the center of your spread is flexible. I think that there's a rigidity and mindset that you had before, in the before. But in this after of you filling yourself up with self-love, I think your mind has become flexible to the possibilities around you. You're understanding that there's more to the world than just the tiny circle that you lived in. I feel like you were in like a little box. And being full of self-love, it set you free and you're expanding. Romance is in the air. Two-faced friend. Someone will gossip about your secrets. Okay, so here's the thinking woman and the exposed and revealed card is what makes me feel like there might be a tie to the Red Jasper Heart pile. And let me tell you why. So there is someone that's been around your life. And this could be for a minimal number of you. And this is not going to be for everyone. So don't take this as it's not your reading if this doesn't resonate, because this is for someone specific. For someone here, you were in a type of a third-party relationship, which means you had a relationship with one person. It was really good and tight. Someone else put a wedge in there, like another person came in. It was a feminine energy, whether their, body parts don't matter. It's someone that embodies a lot of feminine energy. They came in between you. I feel your circle expanding. I feel you bringing that original person back in, and I feel you kicking this other person out. This karmic person that was there to teach you a lesson. They might have been very financially motivated. They might have kind of used you for money a little bit, or been interested in what you can give them. This is the type of person that's really interested in what they can get from you. I've had friends like that. I know what that's like. This could be a friend. This could be a romantic interest. It could be a family member. It could be anyone. For some of you, it's going to be a romantic interest where it's a third party, a romantic relationship where you kind of put someone else in a third party. So you kind of chose the wrong person. With exposed and revealed here, this thinking woman, this thinking woman is someone, it doesn't have to be a woman as in, female body parts, but this feminine energy that was financially motivated, that didn't have your best interests at heart. Look, it's being exposed and revealed. Everything about that person, this is coming out right underneath that, and right underneath the Three of Cups, which is my third party card. You're starting with flexible, you're starting to see more. You're starting to see outside the circle that you had put yourself in with an inflexible state of mind. All of this self-love is like triggering all these other things. It's like, look at the flexible card. Hold on, if I can get it off that table. Sometimes I have a hard time getting them. Okay. So look, I want you to see the circles around this person. It's like ripples. It's like when you drop a stone in water, you know how you have this ripple effect? That's what the self-love right above this flexible card, this Nine of Cups, it's a ripple effect. So you start filling yourself up with self-love, and then you go from this little circle and you expand, 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 expand. All this self-love is expanding your world, and it's expanding your vision so you can see people that aren't good for you. It changes everything. This is a game changer, this gift from Spirit of opening up your sight so you can see. I mean, you're really the one that triggered it. You came into the self-love. You came into caring about yourself. I mean, you had to, that's hard won. You worked really hard for that. And Spirit is rewarding you with expanded sight. You could be expanding your intuition as well, and you know, your connection to Spirit. I mean, this is a really positive change here for you. This is a really beautiful reading for you. Look, with two-faced friend here, this thinking woman, you can see it now. You can see both faces. Whereas before, when you were in your little box, you could only see one face. You know, this person is going to cause gossip, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you know what? When you're in self-love, when you're really in that place, you don't have to worry about what people say about you, because you don't care. When you know the truth, what other people say and do doesn't make any damn difference. That's the truth. You know the truth about yourself. People can say whatever the hell they want. You know who you are, and that's what matters. And you act accordingly. I think that in a former incarnation of your life, I'm not even, you know, not incarnation, but a former piece of your life, you would have been very worried about what people said about you. It would have caused you a lot of stress and pain. And this person, actually, when you cut them out, which I feel like when you see who they are, you're going to do that. They're going to try and get back at you in some ways. And they're going to try and hurt you with the Ten of Swords card here. But what they don't understand is the place that you're at now, they can't hurt you anymore. You have such clarity about that, that you're all light now. You're walking toward the light now. You're not walking towards any kind of darkness they're trying to give you. With romances in the air here, I feel like you have something beautiful coming for you. I feel like you have something beautiful coming for you. A romantic connection that's going to be really healthy. With retreat into nature, I do feel like you're going to really be spending some time somewhere beautiful and really getting in touch with how you tap into spirit through nature. And I feel like the reason that that is a gift is because when you get out there in nature and you realize, you know, you've ascended, you've raised your vibration as much as you have here in order to get this gift from spirit. I mean, this gift really is a raise in your vibration. When you understand that, when you get out in nature, you get downloads, you get clarity, you get understanding, and you're going to get continual gifts from that. From being out in nature, whether it's you're a forest person or a beach person or a desert person or a Central Park person, I don't care what it is. It's all going to be different for everyone, but your connection to nature taps you into spirit, and that's going to be the gift that keeps giving. I mean, it's going to be a continual gift. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Look, this is all as it's meant to be, just like I said in the last reading. This is all meant to be this way. You've learned a lot from this. You've gained this beautiful flexibility of mind and of spirit. You've come into yourself, and you're being rewarded for that. This is really, really beautiful. Those of you who are wondering about a romantic connection here, I do see that coming. This reading was about you dispelling this person that wasn't healthy for you, about all the gifts you have from coming into yourself. But look, if you're looking for that romantic relationship, it's right here. Right, it's a cornerstone of your reading, and it's going to be a cornerstone of your life. If you're already in a romantic relationship with someone that you're happy with, I feel like that's just going to get better. All right, let's look at some song lyrics. We are going to pull from my new Modern Love lyrics deck. It has 140 lyrics. It's huge. So we're going to see. I'm going to give you multiple choices, so make sure and stick around for this. This is my favorite part of the readings right now, is these lyrics. I'm very tapped into music. I channel songs through my head all the time. So I decided to create this deck. There's lyrics for all different situations in here. They're not just sunshine and rainbows. There's kind of everything. So what am I feeling? I'm going to do towers. I'm going to do the Tiger Eye Tower for number 1. I'm going to do the Lapis Tower for number 2. And I'm going to do the Red Jasper Tower for number 3. So you choose the one that you are most intuitively drawn with. There's the tiger eye. Sorry, I like to show them. There's the lapis lazuli. And there is the Red Jasper Tower. Okay, let me center this a little better. All right. One lyric for each, and then I'll read them off. I am trying for one. We'll see what Spirit gives us. Trying for one. Okay, we're going to get one in this one, I think. So we got When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars for the tiger eye. Oh, I like that song. We got Breathe by Iyaz, I-Y-A-Z. I don't know how you pronounce that. And then for the Jasper, I'm going to take the top one, which is the Unforgiven 2 by Metallica. Oh man, I got 3 and I can't take them all. I'm going to get one more for each. Okay, I got 2 for all of the other options, so I guess that's what we're doing. Give me one more for Tiger Eye. One more for Tiger Eye. I feel like that's it. From Where You Are by Lifehouse. Another one for Lapis. Another one for Lapis. No. Another one for Lapis. Oh, okay. That is Human by Human League. And then one more for Red Jasper. Okay, well, that flew out. Earned It by The Weeknd. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Some of these songs I'm not that familiar with. I really had to listen. I was just guided to all of these songs. So let's see what we got here. So for Tiger Eye, When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars. My pride, my ego, my needs, and my selfish ways caused a good, strong woman like you to walk out my life. Now I never get to clean up the mess I made. And that haunts me every time I close my eyes. Too young, too dumb to realize that I should have bought you flowers and I should have held your hand. Should have gave you all my hours when I had the chance. So this is someone really regretting letting you go. Their ego got in the way. That happens a lot. From Where You Are, Lifehouse. I miss the years that were erased. I miss the way the sunshine would light up your face. I miss all the little things I never thought they'd mean everything to me. Yeah, I miss you and I wish you were here. This person misses you incredibly. Oh my gosh, I just feel it. It's like a lament. Wow. You have someone that misses you a great deal. All right, Lapis. Breathe. How am I to tell the love of my life I'm in love with my best friend? I'm trying hard to find the word, but not one seems to make sense. This is about someone that's in love with their best friend. They don't know how to tell them. Wow. We got Human by Human League. I wouldn't ever try to hurt you. I just needed someone to hold me, to fill the void while you were gone, to fill this space of emptiness. So I'm really feeling like a separation here. They view you as their best friend and they don't know how to tell you they love you. I feel like they went towards someone else. And I think we saw that in that thinking woman. I feel like they went towards someone else. They just felt empty. And they just ended up feeling more empty. They just don't know how to tell you they love you now. All right, Red Jasper. What do we got here? This song is incredibly personal to me. The Unforgiven 2 by Metallica. What I've felt, what I've known, turn the pages, turn the stone. Behind the door, should I open it for you? Yeah, what I've felt, what I've known, so sick and tired of staying alone. Could you be there? And then we've got Earned It by The Weeknd. You make it look like it's magic. because I see nobody but you. I'm never confused. Hey, I'm so used to being used. Man, this is a difficult, this feels very twin flamey, this relationship with the Red Jasper. This is someone that has been hurt so much. They've been used. They've been hurt. They're tired of feeling alone in relationships. And they want to know if it could be you. They want to know, should they open up and let you in? If they do, will you be there? They don't really want anyone from you. They're never confused about that. They're just, this person has been hurt so much. They just don't know if they can open up. But they just don't see anyone else but you. Wow. All right, Amethyst, this has been your reading. I hope this has helped. Please hit the like for me. Thank you so much for that exchange of energy. I genuinely appreciate that gift. I hope you've enjoyed your Christmas gifts coming up. I think that the future looks pretty beautiful for you. I love you guys. Subscribe if you're new. I'd love to see you around, and I will see you next time. Welcome to those of you who chose the Tiger Eye option for this reading. What Christmas gifts are coming in from you from Spirit? What's coming into your heart and to your life? Let's get this. Okay, so I'm going to start by pulling 3 tarot. At least that's what I'm aiming for. And then we'll get a couple of tea leaves and then one of each of these oracle decks that I have set aside. Let's see what we get. I just saw the 8 of Wands pop out and pop back in. So there's someone that's wanting to communicate here, but they're not quite ready to. Okay. I want to talk to you about something, but they're not quite ready to because it popped back. Definitely getting a strong hit on that Tiger Eye. Whoops, there's one. 2 of Swords in reverse. 2 more cards, please. This is the Light Seer's Tarot deck. The 3 of Cups. I got the 3 of Cups in the last option. The Amethyst. Okay, there it is. Okay, we're getting 4. Okay, 2 of Swords in reverse, 3 of Cups, the Lovers, and the Fool. Okay, we're going to get 1 from the Energy Oracle. 1 from the Energy Oracle for the Tiger Eye option. It's option 5. 1 for the Tiger Eye option. Option 5. Woman holding a heart. Maybe it goes there. Okay. Okay. We're going to the Wisdom of the Oracle. These are both by Colette Baron Reed. This one is the Light Seer's Tarot. I don't know if I said that already. Trying to say it in all the options, but sometimes I get caught up in the reading and forget. No disrespect to the writers of these beautiful decks. Okay, we've got To Be Fair. Let's get some tea leaves. I'm going for 2. We'll see what we get. Been kind of getting 3. Remember, we're going to do song lyrics at the end of this reading, so make sure and stick around for that, because that's, to me, that's the best part of the reading. 4-leaf clover. Okay. Hold on. I've had the deck flip out. Okay. These tea leaves are challenging. May. I'm going to get one more. May. Something. I think you're receiving some kind of gift in May. And that's a way. Ooh. Romance is in the air. All right. We got this one in the last option too. There's so many cards here. I'm surprised we're getting repeats like that, but we are. Okay. All right. Let's get 1 from the Oracle of the 7 Energies. 1 from the Oracle of the 7 Energies. The Land in Between. The Land Between. Let's get 1 from the Ascended Masters. feel like I'm trying to get one from each of these decks. I feel like I'm going to get more than one. No, that's too many from some of them. Okay, the Green Man. I also got this in the last option. There's a lot of ties between people watching these readings. Interesting. People are drawn to the same channel because of similarities, though, so that doesn't surprise me that much. I mean, out of the thousands and thousands of tarot readings, the people watching this one all clicked on this one. So, of course, you have things in common. All right. I feel like we get these two. Okay. Akasha. Nice. And Imrana. I got this one in another reading as well. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Tiger Eye. What's the deal for Christmas presents for you? What's coming in? So we have the Two of Swords reversed, the Three of Cups, the Lovers, and the Fool. I feel like there's a soulmate relationship here that you hadn't been able to make some kind of decision on. I think that there was someone driving a wedge between you. Either a karmic partner or a family member that didn't like them, a friend that didn't like them, or something. There was some wedge between being able to make a decision and getting into a soulmate relationship, or even keeping a soulmate relationship. It could be you're already in it and someone's trying to kind of cause problems there. But I see you taking a new step in this relationship. You're either kicking it off, kind of with abandon too. You really love this person. You care about them. You feel deeply connected to them. I just see you getting some real clarity. It's like there's like a stone in her hand and it's like amethyst. And she's holding it out to the universe, and amethyst taps you into your crown chakra, and it's like almost like you're a conduit for spirit to come in and give direct messages. And I feel like you're getting some real direct messages about this soulmate relationship. I think that you're going to be able to make this choice now. Whatever you felt like you couldn't choose about this relationship because of this person that was driving a wedge, I feel like that's going away. Woman holding a heart here. So there's a feminine energy that is really going to be showing their love. Whether you are a masculine or a feminine energy, I don't know. And we're not talking body parts, we're talking energy. So anyone can embody that energy, right? But there's a feminine person here, a person that holding a lot of feminine energy that is really going to be kind of wearing their heart on their sleeve. And really declaring themselves here in this situation. It's like with the Two of Swords here and the Land Between, it's like you were in this juggling act for a while. It's like you couldn't make a decision. You felt really stuck between two things. And there is this person that was the wedge. So I feel like, and there's this wedge that you were kind of living on. Look at this Land Between card. And there's these two bridges from these two opposite sides of the world, kind of in this little piece of land between. I feel like you were kind of stuck there for some time. Flip-flop the energy if you know this is your person. But I feel like that being stuck is going away. I feel like the very lead card here is the gift that is coming in is clarity about this relationship. I feel like you're gonna be nice and clear because the corner here is coming out of that inability to make a decision, and the corner here is taking that leap of faith in this direction towards the soulmate energy. Really showing up with your heart. Maybe both people really showing their heart. I'm seeing showing your cards like, when you're playing cards and someone goes down, so everyone has to show their cards. It's like this person goes down and then you have to show your heart to the other person. So one person like leads and the other person follows suit. And I feel like there's real justice here. There's fairness in that. And this other, the only thing to do is to be fair in this situation. If one person shows their cards, the other person needs to show their cards. And I feel like that's going to happen. And I feel like that's the gift here. Retreat into nature. I feel like you're going to be spending some time somewhere beautiful, somewhere where you really feel tapped into spirit, where you feel really good. And, you know, like I said in the last option, when this card came out, that's the gift that keeps on giving, because when you tap into your intuition, which I feel like because of this amethyst in her hand out there, tapping into spirit, and there's also this sacred geometry thing going on down here and the water below, there's this definite feeling of you now being tapped in, you now getting it, you now receiving the messages and getting into nature. And it's like you being in this beautiful place here. I mean, we're opposite corners here, the Fool in the retreat to nature. And here she is in this natural place above this water, in this beautiful place, you know, holding her amethyst out to like attract in vibes from spirit. You also could be a crystal worker. You could really like crystals. You could really like amethyst, by the way, even though you picked the tiger eye, and you might have been pulled to both of those options, by the way. But I definitely see the gift that keeps on giving here is you getting out into nature and getting downloads and clarity whenever you do that. Especially if you go by yourself, or at least you have some time alone in that space. So Akasha, look, your guidance is divinely guided. And again, divine guidance here. We're getting a lot of that in these options. I'm not that surprised in this kind of community, clicking on a reading like this. I feel like you're already spiritually tapped in for most of you. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to choose another option. Look, it's divinely guided that this happened. I mean, it's meant to be this way. And with Imrana here, where are you being called to journey to? And there's this land between, which, I mean, there are these divergent paths on either side, and there's this nature card, and there's a lot of adventure feeling in the four corners here. She's outdoors here in kind of a desert. She's in the water. There's forest here. And over here, there's kind of a foreign looking, to me, right? You might be from somewhere like this, but city. And so there's this feeling of you journeying and exploring the world more. And I feel like natural places in the world are going to be important to you. Maybe you're going to start traveling more too. That could be a gift for you too, that you start exploring places that you've always wanted to explore, even if it's in small ways. If you can't afford to go across the world and go to Belize or wherever is across the world for you, maybe you're exploring more beautiful natural places in your local vicinity. But I feel like one of the gifts here for you is you feeling opened up and free to go do that. And I mean, you tap into spirit when you do. So it's, I mean, there's valid reason. I mean, there's valid reason to travel anyway. You know, it's very good for your soul to get out there and see the rest of the world and get more tapped into how other people live and understand other people and cultures better. But I really see you exploring more, for sure. Great good fortune, May, and romance is in the air. And I'm taking all these three together. I'm really feeling like in the springtime, there's going to be some kind of beautiful romantic relationship coming for you. Whether you're already in a romantic relationship and it really kicks off in the spring and it gets better and it gets more full and rich, or whether this is a new person coming in for you, I feel like the springtime, there's going to be a lot of goodness in your life. And there's going to be romance attached to that. All right, Tiger Eye, this has been your Christmas gifts reading. I hope that this helps you. Beautiful things from Spirit. And I just feel like it's going to be a good 2022 for you. Beautiful. Let's get some channeled song lyrics here. You're going to have several choices. Let me just pull these up so they're out of the way. All right. Okay, so we're going to have three options. The first one is going to be this beautiful oceany blue apatite palm stone. Reminds me of a really deep tropical sea. The second one is going to be happiness. This black, it's like a river or beach stone. And the third one, I'm going to use my Mangano calcite. I haven't used this in a while. Okay, so Mangano calcite, it looks a bit like rose quartz. It's got kind of a pinky tinge to it. But what's special is it glows under UV light naturally. So it has a special glow about it when you see it in the right light. So one of these is really going to resonate for you. Go ahead and tap in and choose which lyric is going to be for you. Pause the video if you need to. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle out from my new Modern Love Lyrics Oracle. That's this just came back from the printers last week. I've just started using it this week. I'm in love with this deck. It's 140 lyrics of all kinds of different relationships, places in relationships and things like that. So one for the blue apatite, one for the blue apatite. You know, in every other option I had two, so I'm just going to draw you two. They were just naturally coming out that way, so we're just going to get two. I'm not even going to mess with trying to get one. We're going to get you two. Because it seems like Spirit wants you to have two in this reading for some reason. And I think they kind of work together. I think there's a reason for it. So the first one you're getting is Running by James Bay. I love James Bay. Okay. Second one for the blue apatite. It's really a blue-green. The apatite is Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan. I love that song. A lot of people don't know this is by Bob Dylan, but it is. It's been covered by other artists. Okay. Happiness gets Just So You Know by 𝗑𝗠𝗣𝗥𝗡𝗦. Love that song too. Okay, one more for Happiness. Happiness. You guys are funny. Whoever chose the Happiness pile, I feel like I would have a good time with you. I think you're hilarious. What I just heard is, you can't spell happiness without penis. So, there's that. I'm going to go on. That was so random. I hope I didn't offend anyone. But it just flitted through my head. I can't help myself. Okay. Sorry. And any of my female same-sex couples out there are laughing, going, no, you can. So, sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. But, all right. I'll leave it there. So funny. All right, one more for Happiness. Can't handle myself. Sometimes I'm just a 12-year-old boy. Back to December by Taylor Swift. Oh, I love this. I love this. Okay, the Mangano calcite. Love that song. That's special to me too. All right, Mangano calcite. Mangano calcite. What do we got for my tiger eye people? The Mangano calcite lyric. Woo! That flew into my lap. 1,000 Years by Christina Perri. Nice. Okay, one more. One more for Mangano calcite. Whoa, I can't take that whole stack. Come on. Okay, I'm going to take the one that's still face up. Meant to Be by 𝗣𝗡𝗥𝗡𝗦. I might not have said that wrong, and I apologize because I don't know who that person is. So, you would think that I would know what it is. I created this deck. However, I don't know who that person is. I just fell in love with the lyric. Okay, so for the blue apatite option, here are your lyrics. The first one is Running by James Bay. When my heart is ready to burst, when the world spins in reverse, I'll keep running to the place where I belong, where you go to turn down the light. No one's here to hold you in the night. I'll keep running to the place where I belong. When you think you're on your own, I'm still coming home. Nice. This person, if it seems like they're running away from you, they're really running towards you. They're just doing it in a circuitous way, right? So I'm seeing a track. Seeing a track. They may seem like they're running in circles, but genuinely they are running towards you. They want to come home to you. Okay, the other one is Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. Yeah. Nice. I love it. Okay, happiness pile, you guys. All right. Just so you know by 𝗣𝒎𝒂𝒛𝒊𝒏𝒈. Just so, I want to sing it. Just so you know, this feeling's taking control of me and I can't help it. I won't sit around. I can't let them win now. Thought you should know I've tried my best to let go of you, but I don't want to. I just got to say it all before I go. So this person does not want to leave you. Even if they feel like they've already left you, they do not want to leave you. And they need you to know how they feel. This person badly needs you to know how they feel. Even if it looks like they're going towards someone else or something else, they still want you. And they don't think you know. It's like that last ditch, please listen to me before I go thing. Okay. Back to December by Taylor Swift. Oh, this one kills me. I'm sorry. This gets me kind of in the throat. So this is me swallowing my pride, standing in front of you, saying I'm sorry for that night. And I go back to December all the time. It turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you, wishing I'd realized what I had when you were mine. I go back to December, turning around and make it all right. I go back to December all the time. I don't feel like I need to explain that. Okay, 𝗨𝗏𝒧𝒧𝒧𝗏. Your first lyric is 1,000 Years by Christina Perri. For all you Twilight fans out there, even for the ones that hate Twilight, this is for you. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this, one step closer. Nice. This person is just continually taking one step closer, and they feel like their whole life, every step they've taken in their whole life has orchestrated getting to you. Okay. Meant to Be by 𝗣𝒐𝒡𝒏𝒈, or I don't know how you say that. I don't mean to be so uptight, but my heart's been hurt a couple times by a couple guys that didn't treat me right. I ain't gonna lie, 'cause I'm tired of the fake love. Show me what you're made of, boy. Make me believe. Yeah, this person's been hurt a lot. People haven't been true, and they really, really want with you. They want it to be real, and they need to see it. This person needs to see it, the real in you. All right, Tiger Eye, this has been your reading. Thank you so much. Please hit the like for me. I genuinely appreciate that energy exchange. If you like my energy and my channel, thank you for that gift. For everyone that does that. I am going to go ahead and go to the last option, the Peacock Ore. You guys take care. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Welcome, welcome to those who chose the Peacock Ore. This is my 6th and final option for this reading, and this especially is for you. Let's get into your reading. So we're looking at what Christmas gifts are coming in for you. What is Spirit bringing to you this Christmas season and in 2022? What is coming for you? We're going to get several tarot cards, a couple of tea leaves, and one of each of the other oracle cards I have reserved here. Let's see what comes for you. We've got the 3 of Wands. What else do we have, Spirit? What do we have for this beautiful Peacock Ore option? These beautiful people, I can just tell you are stunning inside and out. The Chariot. What else do we have? What else do we have for this final option, Peacock Ore? I'm going to take the top one that flipped. We got the 5 of Cups, and I'm taking the Ace of Cups too, for good measure, because I feel like I should. Okay. And really, you guys are the only one that got 5. Okay, the 5 of Pentacles, which makes a lot of sense. We needed that. It goes with the 5 of Cups here. And it's the Ace of Cups is right between it. That's great. I'm not going to read yet. I'm sorry. I'm already starting to read. Let's get the rest of the cards out. So I'm going to start with the Energy Oracle. Get one from there. One from the Energy Oracle for Peacock Ore. This beautiful pile. I want to make sure it's pretty there. Okay. Peacock Ore. I'm seeing that there's a peacock card in the tea leaves that says beware of your pride and ego, or beware of your pride. Like, be careful that you're not jeopardizing your happiness over pride issues. And I'm not talking about the good kind of pride. I'm talking about the kind that's a stumbling block and gets in your way. There is something here. If you're picking the Peacock Ore, I'm seeing that. It's been kind of a theme throughout the last couple of days for me, the peacock thing. So just be careful. Be careful of that. I want you to be happy. And pride and ego can really get in the way of that. So we got the 7th chakra, Angel Uriel, and you also got Angel of Balance. You got 2 angels. I haven't pulled any angels in all this reading. You guys are the angel pile. I think that's going to resonate with someone. You're going to not going to be surprised. You got the purple angel here and the blue angel here. So you got the angel of the throat chakra and you got the angel of the crown chakra. Okay, one from the Wisdom of the Oracle, please. One from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we need for the Peacock Ore pile? Our last pile of beautiful people here. Oh my God, my mind. Okay, I just saw a pile of people, and that's not really what I meant at all. Oh my God. Dog pile. Okay, no, my back can't take it. All right. One from the Wisdom of the Oracle. There it is. Imagine. I like that one. Okay. Oh, this is a nice option. I like these cards. I like these cards. Oracle of the 7 Energies. Let's get one from here. I'm going to do this. I feel like there. That feels more balanced to me. More visually pleasing, which is important to me. Okay. Oracle of the 7 Energies. Do I take these? Yes. Okay. So we've got Call of the Muse. Oops. And the Rose's Kiss. This is a really beautiful pile. Okay, we're going to get one from the Ascended Masters deck. I haven't even gotten the tea leaves yet. You have a lot of cards here. Okay. I'll have to get the tea leaves. There's a reason that I'm doing tea leaves last, I think. Freedom. Ooh, I like that as a gift. That's nice. And then one more here, and then I'm going to get tea leaves. Whoa, there it is. Mirror. Oh my gosh, this could be a twin flame pile. For someone, this is true. Okay. It could be for several someones. It's not going to resonate for everyone. If you don't know what that is, it doesn't make sense to you. Disregard that because there's a lot of people that will watch this. But if you're curious about it, and if it rings some kind of bell in your head, you can go into my video library, to my playlist that says Twin Flame 101 and watch the What is a Twin Flame video, and that will explain it to you, and then you won't have to wonder. And I'm putting out more Twin Flame 101 videos actually this week, so you can check that library out for whatever you need. I'm still building it. That still needs a lot of work. There's so much to go through. But anyway, I'm working on it. All right, tea leaves. Tea leaves. Like these. Okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to take the top one here, and I'm going to keep shuffling. It's too much. You are highly thought of with Bo. That's beautiful. You've got recognition coming in this year for something. Seahorse. I love that. Family matters. And then we're going to get one more. One more tea leaf. What is it? They're so round and they're so slivery. I have the hardest time shuffling these. Whoever invented these, next time can you make square cards? I love them though. I'm not complaining. I do love them. Weeping Willow, Family Sorrow. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's look and see what we have here. I'm going to leave that for last, I think. So I got the Three of Wands, the Chariot, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So look, this hasn't been an easy year for you. You've really felt left out in some way, in some situation, and it's been very disappointing for you. That's been tough, but we're talking about gifts coming in for you, and right between the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles is the Ace of Cups. It's a new loving beginning for you. It's a divine offer of love for you that's coming for you. And I think it's coming in quickly, and it's going to be something where it's going to make you change your plans for the future. Whatever you think you're planning for your life is about to flip on its ear, and I think that you're going to view it as a beautiful gift. There is new love coming for you. Now, whether that's romantic love, if it's a family situation. I said I was going to leave these for last, and I've changed my mind because I feel like this is going to be real specific, and if this is not for you, just let that go, okay? Because I'm talking to someone else then, but I am talking directly to someone out there right now. Someone lost a child or a baby in some fashion. So either there was a miscarriage or a custody battle or something where you lost privileges, or someone might have found out that there was a child that they thought was theirs was not theirs. I'm really getting that. There was some kind of a loss of family. I'm getting the baby thing for some people because this does feel that way, this sadness. The other thing is that you could have lost another member of your family. Like, okay, so the baby thing is for someone. For someone else, you lost like a parent or a sibling, someone really close, like someone you consider the rock of your family. I feel like you lost them in some way. And this could have been like death, or this could have been a falling out or something else. But there's this loss here, this family loss. And it's really, there's this real sadness. There's this, it could have been a relationship too. The other thing is you could have had a person in your life, a romantic interest in your life that you felt like was your family. This could be a divorce. This could be a living together situation, or someone you thought you were going to marry or were married to. But there's a loss here. It's been really painful. You've really been felt left on the outside because of this, really cold and abandoned. And it's been sad. There's been a lot of sadness surrounding it. But look, Spirit, the gift here, we're talking about what happened before, but the gift here is, your gift coming into you is new love from Spirit. You're going to have a new sense of family, I think, and you are going to, with the bow here, it's going to be such a gift, this new beginning for you, and it's going to change the way you look at your whole future. Everything. And when it comes in, it's like instant. It's coming in fast. And it almost feels like instant family to me. And you cannot replace one person with another person, and I'm not trying to say that. You could never do that. But Spirit's bringing you something to your heart. And it's meant to light you up from the inside out. And it's going to. With the two angels here, I'm sorry, I need a little water. Hold on. I'm getting a little choked up. Look, the two angels here, for those of you who lost someone, they are protected and they're taken care of, and you don't have to worry. For those of you who lost a child or another family member, they're in the arm. I'm hearing the song "Arms of the Angels." May you find some comfort here. May you find some comfort here. This reading for someone, and like I said, if it doesn't resonate, that part isn't for you, but for someone, this reading is meant to be your comfort. And this is a gift to you from Spirit, letting you know that your loved one that you lost is so taken care of. And please find comfort in that. That however they left, that they didn't feel a bunch of pain, and it was instantaneous. And I want you to know, I'm being very led to tell you something specific. I did a reading like this for someone one time, and it was really, really valuable information, and not everyone understands this, but when someone is leaving this world, and if they leave in a particularly painful way that would be physically painful or scary, I do want you to know that Spirit comes in and actually takes that person instantaneously so they don't have to go through all that trauma. So for those of you worrying about the trauma that someone went through, like their last minutes were horrible or something like that, that has been erased. It's erased. That's not what they carried forward. So please don't think that. They are so protected. They are flanked on both sides by angels. And I really wanted to take a little extra time talking about that because I felt like you needed to know. So I'm going to get on with the reading and I'm going to start talking about that, but don't let your imagination believe anything else, because that's just imagination. The truth is that when people are taken over like that, instantaneous peace. They don't carry trauma. They're not carrying any trauma forward. Okay. Back to where we are. Like, you're going to have this new sense of belonging and family and hope for the future. And your future's going to change. It's like, I keep saying it. The Three of Wands is your first card out. And that's the card that leads the reading is always extremely important to me. So I feel like the gift here is a new, bright, beautiful, loving future. And I see it as gorgeous. I mean, anything that you could imagine, it's going to be better. It's going to be better than you ever imagined. It's really, really nice. Down here, Call of the Muse and the Rose Kiss. You're going to feel inspired. And I feel like creative spark for you too. I don't know if you're creative people, but there are some people that have felt like a dull, like they had lost their creative spark. With the Call of the Muse here, you're going to have beautiful inspiration coming in for you. And your creativity is going to spark up. I'm seeing one of those things. I don't know if you guys have ever lit a torch. For someone out there, they're totally going to get this reference. But there's this little instrument. It's a little metal thing. It's got a little cup in the end and a spring. And you do this, and it sparks, and it's what lights a torch. And I'm seeing that going off like really quickly. Like you're going to have this incredible spark that's going to hit you, and it's going to feel really beautiful with the Rose's Kiss here. I mean, there's going to be this beautiful transformation and this growth and this abundance. And it's going to feel very natural. With the rose here, it's going to feel very natural. With freedom here, you're going to have this great freedom of expression. You're going to feel free from whatever pain this was that you've been dealing with. I mean, you never, when you're grieving, there's no time limit on grief. You know, I'm not saying anything like that. And I'm not saying that you won't remember whoever might have left your life in whatever way they did, but you're going to be free from the pain of that. You'll have your remembrances, but you can turn those into good things. You can remember the good things and let the pain go. And I feel like that's a really big gift coming in for you. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? I think you're going to really understand your triggers. And we got the roses in this card and the rose here. There's definitely this feeling of natural beauty. And there is a beauty in understanding your pain. And so with the mirror card here, first of all, this very well could be twin flame, and you could be mirroring this energy with with your person as well. But there's this feeling of you understanding the things that triggered you before that caused incredible pain for you. It's like you're able to take a step back and really see it for what it is and detach from the trigger. And that's that in itself is a big gift, because a lot of us go through our whole life without understanding our triggers or being able to detach for something. When you understand it, you can stop letting it be a hot button straight to your heart or your mind or your fear base, whatever it is. This is a really great reading. I feel like you have some beautiful gifts coming in for you, Peacock Ore pile. I think your life is going to be vastly different than you imagined it to be. I think it's going to be incredibly better. I see a lot of love for you. I see a lot of peace for you. I see a lot of creativity coming in for you. And I see a lot of healing coming in for you. And a really beautiful new start in family for you, whatever that is. All right, let's do some song lyrics. Okay, we're going to channel some song lyrics. I'm going to give you 3 options. If this didn't resonate, feel free to check out another option too. There are 6 options out there for you. If it did resonate, let's get into these lyrics and see how your person is feeling about you and how they would put that into music to relate it to you, okay? I like talking through music. It's important to me. That's why I created my lyric set that I'm about to use. It's brand new. I've only had it about a week. There are a couple typos in it, so if you see those, ignore them. This is my very first version of it, so I've got to go through and edit it some more. We're going to have 3 options here. What are our options? The first option is going to be sodalite. That's connected to your throat chakra for those people that need to open up and be able to speak. The second one is going to be amazonite, this beautiful Caribbean ocean kind of color stone. The third one, I am going to make this a rose quartz heart. Rose quartz heart. Okay, so see which one resonates with you most. I'm going to pull them up a little closer. Sodalite. It's like a deep blue with kind of a denim-y blue. Amazonite. Rose quartz. It's a very light rose quartz. Almost all rose quartz is really, really light now. It's hard to get really good pink rose quartz. When you do, sometimes it's dyed, just so you know that. Pretty expensive to get really good quality pink rose quartz. Okay. Getting a lyric for sodalite. If you need more time, pause the video. That's totally cool. I can't take 3 songs. I'm going to take the top 2. Okay. We got Million by Tink. I like that song. And then we've got Die a Happy Man by Thomas Rhett. I think I had that lyric in the last option. It was one of the last 2. So if you felt called to another pile, if you weren't sure, go ahead and check out the other one too. There could be messages in more than one place. Okay. So we got for Amazonite, Rewrite the Stars by Zac Efron and Zendaya. I love that song. Also a very special song to me. And we had Easy on Me by Adele. And the Rose Quartz Heart option, what do we, okay. Hold on. This deck is so huge. There's 140 cards here. It's very hard to handle, but I can actually contain myself and make it smaller. I would have had to do 2 decks, and I didn't want to do that. So most Oracle decks are like 50 cards, and this is 140, so sometimes I'm kind of an extremist. Rose quartz. What do we got here? Rose quartz. Rose quartz. Rose quartz. What are the lyrics for rose quartz? I'm just feeling that's one. Wicked Games by The Weeknd. One more. One more. That's a good one. All Okay, I'm feeling that one. And it's Nothing's Gonna Hurt You, Baby by Cigarettes After Sex. It's a very sexual pile, by the way. Okay. Let's read them off. Sodalite. The first lyric that you got, I'm going to try and make sure it's not, hold on, let me just adjust this. There we go. Now it's not going to glare so much. 'Cause you touch my spirit, that's Million by Tink, by the way. 'Cause you touch my spirit, can you feel it? Give me that. There's a passion for it, can't ignore it. Give me that love. 'Cause your love give me goosebumps. You're the right one. When I need some, I call you. Real love never gives up on a Tuesday. If it does rain, you come through. Your love's like a big hug on a bad day. Just what I need in my life. You're 1 in a million. When I wake up was the first thing on my mind. So this person, you're always on their mind. You touch them in a way that no one else does. You know, when they wake up, you're their first thought. When they go to sleep, you're their first thought, their last thought. Your love's like a big hug on a bad day. That's gorgeous. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm all caught up in that. Die a Happy Man by Thomas Rhett. And I know that I can't ever tell you enough that all I need in this life is your crazy love. If I never get to see the Northern Lights, or if I never get to see the Eiffel Tower at night, all I got is to hold your hand, if all I got is your hand in mine, baby, I could die a happy man. And interchange man, woman, whatever. It's not about the gender, it's about the lyric, okay? Amazonite. How do we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing can keep us apart, 'cause you're the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars, changing the world to be ours? Let's Rewrite the Stars by Zac Efron and Zendaya. God, Zac Efron got hot, right? What happened? He was like the High School Musical kid that was annoying, and now he's like, wow. Anyway, sorry. And then the next one, I'm sorry, that was rude. I shouldn't have. Anyway, he is really an attractive person. This is Easy on Me by Adele. Okay. Oh, I love this song. I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I'm drowning in this silence. Baby, let me in. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child and I didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do, so go easy on me. This is really about someone that wants to come back, whether it's a past life connection that went wrong or a connection that went wrong in this life. They feel like it's kind of destiny that you meet and be together. And this person, they're just hoping that you be gentle with them, because I feel like they need some gentleness in life right now. That's all. Okay, Rose Quartz. Rose Quartz. Wicked Games by The Weeknd. Bring your love, baby. I could bring my shame. Bring the drugs, baby. I could bring my pain. Oh, I got my heart right here. I got my scars right here. Bring the cups, baby. I could bring the drink. Bring your body, baby. I could bring the fame. And that's my motherfucking words to I. So let me motherfucking love you. So look, this could be someone that's a little rough around the edges. This could be someone that has some kind of substance issue. And they're basically saying, I just want you. I just want you. And maybe they have some things to work out, because they're talking about their pain and they're talking about their scars, but they're talking about having their heart right here. You know, this heart pile. I feel with this really almost white rose quartz. There's this feeling about being, this person, I think they're being bleached clean right now. I think they're being bleached clean, and there's, you know, this heart particularly has this mark on it. It's an inclusion, and I think what's important to remember is if that inclusion weren't there, this heart might be pretty boring. It's like our scars, the things we've been through, they make us who we are, and they make us more beautiful because we learn from those scars. It's what makes us unique. So it's important not to forget that. All right. Nothing's Gonna Hurt You, Baby by Cigarettes After Sex. And it's nothing's gonna hurt you as long as you're with me. You'll be just fine. Nothing's gonna hurt you, baby. Nothing's gonna take you from my side. When we dance in my living room to that silly 90s R&B, when we have a drink or three, always ends up in a hazy shower scene. This is very sexual pile. And this person, there's drinking here, there's drugs and drinking here. Look, there's definitely substance issues here that have to be overcome. This person has scars, this person has pain, and this person has dealt with them by numbing. Flip the energy if you need to. There's definitely this energy Two of Swords in reverse. I'm sorry, I don't usually get cards to clarify something, but I felt like I needed to. Like, there's something here that kept this person in a cycle, stuck, unable to get out. But I feel like this person is making the decision to come out of that energy. And they're going to probably take some time and patience, okay? I just want you to know, with the Two of Swords in reverse here, the Two of Swords upright is someone that can't make a choice. They feel completely stuck, feel unable to make a choice. But when you have it in reverse, this is someone making the choice, getting clarity, and I feel like getting out of some bad habits. Okay. All right, Peacock Ore, this has been your option. If you love the energy of the channel, please like the video. I genuinely appreciate that. Thank you for that gift in exchange. I genuinely appreciate that. Have a beautiful holiday season. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.